All right, Stephen, we're going to go back to another HPE story because they've entered an ARMS race. Because the ProLiant server is now running Ampere's Ultra ARM CPUs. The ProLiant RL Gen11 will offer both the Ultra, which has up to 80 cores, and the Ultra Max, which tops out at 128 cores. It's going to be a single socket server for those 128 cores, which is kind of impressive. This is the first time that a tier one vendor has offered Ampere's processors and what's one of the first ARM servers to be directed at mainstream enterprise customers. Now, I know we've talked about Ampere in the past, but we've always talked about it in relation to clouds. So, Stephen, does this mean it's time for ARM in the enterprise?
Well, this is a really interesting announcement because indeed we have a company that's best known for selling into the enterprise here offering a ARM-based server for the first time. It's just really cool. That being said, of course, this isn't the first ARM server. It's not even the first Ampere Ultra or Ultra Max server. There's plenty of them. What's different here is that this is HPE. This is the company that supplies the enterprise. And so it's really cool to see ARM entering the enterprise in this way. As you mentioned, they're going to offer the Ultra and the Ultra Max. Note that this is not the new Ampere processor that we talked about at the beginning of June. This is, in fact, the previous generation, but it's still a pretty cool processor, and it's one that you'll find in a lot of clouds, including Azure. That being said, it's likely that very few enterprises are going to be snapping this thing up. It doesn't have a lot of the features that you'd expect from an enterprise server. And it does have things like OCP slots that you'd expect from a cloud optimized server. And in fact, the customer that HPE announced that's picking up this server is actually Cloud Sigma, a cloud provider in Europe. So there's a lot of relevance here in terms of cloud, but it remains to be seen whether enterprises are going to be interested in this. One final thing that I'll note is that if you are interested, this is available as part of the GreenLake offering. So it's possible that enterprises could dip their toes in the ARM server market through GreenLake and deploy some kind of scale-out software-defined solution on this thing. And heck, that's actually a really good use for this hardware. So it's exciting.